Hi, artists of the world. I'm Natalia from Yes Art Marketing, and on this channel, I share practical ways to grow your art business, sell more work, and build a creative life that actually feels sustainable. So, if this is something that you would like more help with, please feel free to subscribe. I have some breaking news for you, and they're a little brutal, so brace yourself. This is something a lot of artists really don't want to hear, but let's go with this. Your collectors don't need art. None of them. Their homes will not collapse, their walls will not spontaneously fall, their lives will carry on completely fine without your painting in it. I know it's a bit of a rough way to start a video on the art marketing channel, but stick with me for the next few minutes because this is actually the most useful thing that I can tell you about selling your work. And once it clicks, well, once it sinks in, you are going to see it everywhere. Here's what happens to basically every artist at some point, and I will tell you why, myself included back in the day. Whatever traditional marketing advice you find, it usually tells you find a client's problem and sell them a solution. Yeah, your problem should be a solution to whatever pain they're experiencing. So we start talking about our work like it's a fix for a decorating problem. Does your home feel empty? Your space should reflect who you are. Add some personality to those sad, boring walls. It sounds harmless. It's logical, right? It sounds like good marketing even, but it doesn't land, it doesn't work. And here's why. Your buyers already knows that their home should feel like them. This is not a revelation you're handing them. They've got a mug they love, they have this weird little souvenir from a trip that means something to them, a blanket that's I don't know, unmistakably them. It also has some sentimental value. Nobody out here is living in a void, in a like beige void, waiting for permission to have a personality. We're all drowning in stuff that already reflects who we are, so we know this. So when we say make your home more you, we're basically telling them that the water is wet. They already know that, and things people already know, they don't make them reach for their wallet. And art does not fix a problem of not having a home with personality, because this problem doesn't exist. If that's not it, what is art actually doing? And here's the thing, it does not solve a problem, right? It's not a solution for boring walls. Nobody wakes up with a blank wall emergency that only a painting can resolve. People buy art because they fell for it, because they looked at it and they saw a piece of themselves looking back, because something about it hit a note that they can't fully explain, and honestly they don't want to explain this. Yeah, this is just a feeling, they just like it. Yeah, so the second we start selling art as a fix for a problem, we've already lost the point. It's a completely wrong emotional approach entirely. Okay, so if you need this isn't the pitch, what is the actual job here? What is the pitch? What should you say? Your job is not to get someone to wander through your shop hoping they will trip over something they like. That is not a good strategy. It's just a hope. Yeah, it's a prayer. Your job is to know your people well enough so that you can skip the convincing them that the art matters step entirely and go straight to talking about the specific piece in a way that makes them stop mid-scroll and think, wait, I want to know more about it because this is wow. And that's a completely different muscle than this new painting. I hope you like it, link in bio. It's specific, it's a little exposed, and it's a lot more fun to write, honestly. So let me give you a few specific examples, because the examples, they beat the theory every single time. Yeah, and this will be clear to you. Skip add personality to your home step entirely. Try this instead. This still life will make total sense to anyone who grew up in Eastern Europe in the 90s. Specific, yeah? Suddenly it's not about walls, it's about a very specific childhood. And if that's you, you are stopping to read every word because you grew up in Eastern Europe in the 90s. Or some friendships in life are unexpected and unlikely, and this is what this painting is about. Nobody's thinking about decor now. It's not about that. It's not about the walls. It's not about filling an empty space. It's about thinking about that one friend. Yeah, you know the one. You have an unlikely friend. All of us have. Yeah, something that you didn't expect to come into your life, and then they did. Yeah, this person. So in this case, the artist is talking about a very specific thing that will resonate with very specific people because they can relate to this very specific situation. Or let's say if this is about abstract, yeah, what can you say? I was sick of the darkness, so I painted as much light as I could and it pulled me out of a bad place. Okay, maybe dark example, yeah, but also quite specific. This is not a decor talk at all. This is just being human out loud, talking about your dark experience, yeah, and how you got out of them. This is, in today's world, everyone has mental health issues, and this is relatable to a lot of people. And I mean, this is relatable, let's say, to a specific group of people who understand what it means, okay? And people buy from people, from humans. So this is very relatable. People who see that somebody makes art that expresses how they felt at some point. This is not about wall coverings, yeah? None of these mention empty walls. None of these mention you need a personality or blah, blah. We all have a personality already. None of them mention personal style. They start weirdly specific, and specific is what makes someone stop and go, okay, tell me more, because this is about me. Now, here's the part everyone wants to skip, and this is the part that actually matters. You cannot just sit down and manufacture a clever caption for a painting that you made 8 months ago, yeah, and barely remember making. I mean, I've tried. It's like trying to be funny or interesting on command. It doesn't really work. The good caption starts way earlier than caption writing time. First of all, what you need to do is to know what your art is about and at least imagine a potential person who would relate to what you're already painting. Yeah, it starts with you, with actual memory or feeling or a moment, what you first put into the painting, and only later you translate it into words because you want someone to understand what you painted. So this isn't really about learning how to write better hooks or captions. It's about learning about your audience and knowing what you make and why you make it, and who would resonate with it. Do that part first. At least if you're completely clueless, at least try to think a little bit about it, like hypothesize your idea, and then the captions, they will basically write themselves. You're not inventing a story to sell the painting after the fact. You're just describing the story that was already sitting there. Your art came from somewhere, so let's look where it came from, yeah, and talk about that. And before this starts sounding like too much homework, yeah, I promise this is simpler than it sounds. Next time you're about to post something new, don't open with new painting available now. Open with a question to yourself: what was actually going on with me when I made this? What was this about? Who is going to read this and feel personally called out in the best way? Yeah, whose attention this is going to grab? So start there instead of starting with the object, with the subject. The one little shift from talking about the painting to talking about the feeling, the meaning underneath it. This is 90% of your work. This is what's going to bring you the attention of the people that will be interested in your art. So wrapping this up, if you want help actually doing this every month instead of just nodding along to YouTube video about it, this is exactly what I work on with artists inside my club. I put together a content kit every month with prompts flexible enough to bend into your own voice, to tweak it to your own art, to your artistic identity, to help you stay authentic and still attract the people who would be interested in your art. Yeah, the content kit you will get is built to help you reach the right buyers without the usual what do I even say today spiral. Right now you can join us with a free trial month, genuinely no charge. So if this sounds useful, go to the description of the video. You will find the link to Yes Art Club and the code to help you activate the free trial, and I will see you there. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was helpful, and I will see you next Wednesday.